So many coaches out there, certainly the ones that watch this channel, genuine experts like yourself, really just want to serve their clients, and they want to do it at the highest level value possible. That's why they have amazing service, they have amazing programs, and can deliver incredible results for their clients. And it's why they want to get into high ticket, or what we call premium offers, to begin with. And when they're thinking about a high ticket, closing sales and having sales calls, they just feel like, listen, I don't want any part of that, right? They get stuck in the sales process because they feel like they need to be pushy or disingenuous. And honestly, who wants to do that day in and day out, pushing and grinding and forcing or trying to force sales? No wonder so many are trying to avoid it, right? And so today I'm going to reveal what you need to know, whether you can or cannot close a high ticket client without a sales call, and what you can do so you don't have to sell your soul just to make a sale. What inspires a coach to even consider whether or not to close high ticket clients without a sales call, right? Let's just talk about that for a second. From what you hear on sales call trainings, you have to push and handle objections. It's very scripted and robotic and deeply inauthentic, right? And in some cases, it's just very disingenuous, saying, oh, well, this is a strategy session. It's totally not a sales call, right? And so for anyone with a genuine heart of service like yourself, this likely has you feeling less than ecstatic, maybe even a little disgusted and anxious to even consider doing this, right? We've literally seen this where well-meaning coaches will actually say, my call notifications used to feel like getting scheduled for a root canal. This is how painful it is for some people. It just describes so many who are terrified to do sales calls. And honestly, who the heck wants to do that, right? There's got to be a better way. And if it's your first time on this channel, if you're first time in our world here, I'm Jeremy Bellotti, founder of Personal Mastery, where we specialize in helping experts, coaches, and consultants increase their value, master premium client acquisition, and make a meaningful difference without having to sacrifice their freedom. You can learn more at personalmastery.com. Now, can you close high ticket clients without a sales call? The short answer is yes. But we got to understand, what are the variables for that to happen? And is that really optimal for you and the client, right? Because we need to understand that the reality is that the enrollment conversation must happen. We cannot escape this. The enrollment conversation must happen one way or another, and your mind will determine how it happens, right? There are many elements that you must consider if you're trying to avoid an enrollment conversation with clients and people trying to get around the call. It's very complicated. Like, just think about if you're trying to make ads work, for example, without a phone call, it's nearly impossible, especially if you're looking to operate at a premium standard in the marketplace. You're not just going to send people directly to a sales page off of an ad with a $5, $10, $15, $20,000 call to action and expect a high ROI, which means you're going to need to have a very extended overall process for being able to do that at some level, or it's organic reach constantly, almost exclusively, is what you'd need to focus on, right? Organic reach. And so the capacity to rapidly grow and scale can be severely limited, right? You have to warm your audience in such a way that they don't need a conversation and to reassure who you are, your values, your character, your expertise and competency around being able to get them from point A to point B and actually deliver results, right? You've got to be able to build this up so much in advance and so many times. You better become really good at marketing, and that is massive content creation and copywriting specifically, if you want to avoid the enrollment conversation with clients. Now, my question to that is, why would you want to, right? You're a coach, you're an expert, you're somebody that is helping people that you love working with, that you can get incredible results, be able to create transformation in their lives. You should love them so much and want to be able to serve them at a deeper level where you love connecting with them. You love speaking with them. You love being able to understand them more and being able to really get behind them and support them and see them grow through challenges and obstacles and make powerful decisions. But here's the thing, there's only 3 reasons why you would even consider avoiding this. Number 1 is through fear. Right? Number 1 is fear, just fear of speaking to people, putting yourself out there, making an offer, putting an invitation to the conversation, right? And making a offer to someone and potentially them saying no, right? That sense of, oh my gosh, I'm going to get rejected and they're going to say no to me. And it's that fear of even putting yourself out there. So you want to stand kind of behind the scenes and kind of avoid the deeper conversation that really is, man, it is where all the great elements of being a coach really comes. Being able to connect with your potential clients on a deeper level. That deeper connection is, man, that's where the fun is. And fear holds you back from experiencing that. The other one comes down to integrity, right? It's any approach that you have maybe experienced when it comes to closing high ticket clients on a sales call just feels out of alignment. And what I want to say to that is actually a good thing, because most ways of being able to communicate with potential clients does not have real transformational value as the center of doing it. It just has the transactional focus of selling them into a program. And that very likely feels out of alignment for you, as it really should. Because the third thing that is the only reason that would even have you consider not having this conversation would be the strategy, right? The strategy, the only approach to sales that maybe you've ever seen or ever known is really just outdated. It's something that is not in alignment with where you want to go, how you want to communicate with clients. And at the end of the day, I even think about the question, right? Can you close a high ticket client without a sales call, which just simply opens up so many broken paradigms when it comes to what you stand for as a coach, as an expert, as someone looking to create transformational results with clients. And that is, number one, close. Right? Like, oh man, I don't want to close anybody. I don't want to have to learn how to, be a closer and all that stuff. You don't want to do high ticket. You don't want to charge higher prices. And you are put off by the idea of sales calls. So just even those three elements of the question in and of itself opens up a paradigm that is not really congruent with what you stand for as an expert and a coach looking to truly serve your clients at the deepest level. And because of this, you dismiss it completely. And by doing so, it's kryptonite to your greatest superpower, which is your ability to deeply connect, build that connection with clients, and your commitment to doing what's in the best interest of your clients. What you need instead is a process that aligns with the genuine heart of service and helps you leverage your greatest superpower. That's why there's a vital purpose to the enrollment call that really benefits you and the client. This is why we do enrollment conversations at such a deep level and a very focused direction, because you need to be able to qualify the client. If you are going to be able to function and operate at a premium standard in the marketplace, you can't just be throwing a sales page out there and having anybody with a credit card and a pulse just enroll into your program, not knowing whether or not you can help them. You must go through a process or have a process that allows you to genuinely qualify that these are the people that you truly know that you can help. And you're going to do what's in their best interest to make sure that they're going in a direction that's going to help them be able to get a result. And if that is your program, great. If that is not, you get to share with them what that direction may or may not be, right? The second one is you being able to acquire the deepest insight imaginable through a truly heart-centered enrollment conversation. The assets that you gain beyond even the sale of a new client, that's awesome, that's great, that's going to benefit you and the client. The assets you gain from being able to connect with this individual that likely has a problem that you can solve, but to be able to connect with them not just through a sales call, but through a journey of conversation where you are able to lead them to a decision, and it allows you to experience what comes up for them at the moment of decision, when it's time to say enough is enough, and I'm going to not look back. I'm going to focus on what is necessary for me to move forward, to create real results in my life, to start doing things differently. You experiencing them in that moment to be able to really pinpoint what is holding them back, what's really holding them back. When the going gets tough and decisions must be made and they're on the table, what comes up for them that holds them back from moving forward, from retreating, right? And you being able to acquire that deep insight about who you want to serve truly benefits you and the client. Hey, my friend, hope you enjoyed that video. Listen, if you're looking for a way to increase your value, master premium client acquisition, and make a meaningful difference without sacrificing your freedom, then you've come to the right place. I want you to do two things right now. Number one is click the subscribe button and hit the bell icon so that way you never miss a new video and you can make sure that you get notifications. And number two
If you are an expert coach or consultant that is ready to build a reliable business online, become more along the way, and you want to work with us personally to take your life and business to the next level, then go to personalmastery.com, learn how you can become our client.